I put tefillin on people in the marketplace. I just began again, like the last 3 weeks. Thank God I've been going. Set up a little table and put 4 or 5 pairs of tefillin on a table, and you call to people and ask them to put on tefillin. So I have a lot of stories about this. I also, when I'm on an airplane, if I'm going to America, coming back to Israel, so I always stand up and ask people to put on tefillin. I have a lot of stories about that also, which maybe I'll tell you some of those stories now in the next few days. Anyway, one of the stories was in this marketplace in Israel. It's called the Nachalat Benyamin. They closed off a big street. Excuse me. They closed off this big street, and people walk, and there's tables set up, and people sell their wares over there. People make little trinkets at home, and pictures and statues and things like that, and they sell them. It's very nice. Sometimes there's market street players, wherever they play music, and sometimes there's jugglers, and then there's me. I stand there and I put the film. And there's also a lot of other Chabad boys that they from the Yeshiva over here, and they set up also. It's a big, huge marketplace. Anyway, one day, so people go by me, and I say to them in Hebrew, Achi, bo tenech tefillin, bo Yehudi, bo tenech tefillin, bo Yedidi, bo my friend, come put on tefillin, come Jew, put on tefillin, come. So some people walk by me, I say, come put on tefillin, Jews, put on tefillin. Some guy walked by me, a fellow walked by me, and he was sort of like really sort of a muscular guy. He had a tight leather shirt or whatever it was on. His hair was all slicked back. You could see through the shirt, his muscles, and he was walking, he was clenched. He was walking like this. Had a little mustache. And he was just walking by me. And I just said to other, people, come, my friend Bolton. I said to him as he was going by, I said, Bo Yehudi, bo tenech tefillin. Come, Jew, put on tefillin. Yehudi, right, put on tefillin. All of a sudden he stopped. He gave me a look like he was going to punch me. He just gave me this look, this sort of intense look, and his muscles sort of flexed up. And I thought, whoa, wow, what's going to happen now? So usually in situations like that, the worst thing to do is to be afraid. So I tried, not to be afraid. I just sort of took a natural half step back or something like that. And he just looked at me, and he just kept walking. Stopped and kept walking. I thought, whoa, that was pretty close. That was weird. That was really strange. And kept walking. No, so I'm asking people. All of a sudden, about a minute later, 2 minutes, he comes back. And this time he came from like sort of a side, so I didn't see him. And he said to me, Tagili, ma amartali? Ma takaratali? He said, what did you say to me? What did you just call me? So I thought, wow, the guy probably thought I said something about his mother or something, so I better clarify this. So I said, I said to you, come Jew, put on tefillin, bo Yehudi, tenech tefillin, Yehudi. I said, Yehudi. He said to me, I'll say it in English. He said, listen, actually it's better in Hebrew, so I'll try. He said, Tishma, ze ma shechashavti shamarta. Tishma, haragtoti. Ata haragtoti. It's an expression, say in Hebrew. So that's what I thought you said. And listen, he said, you killed me. He said, you killed me, you knocked me out. And he rolled up his sleeve, and he said, come put on tefillin. Put on tefillin. I called him a Jew. I think he thought the last thing in the world that he thought someone would call him was a Jew. Anything else, call him a bad name, call him a good name, call him something else, a mistaken name. Are you Joe? Are you Fred? The last thing he thought anyone would direct to him was calling him a Jew. I walked by, I said, hey, Jew, put on tefillin. And he came back and said, what did you call me? What did you say? I said, Jew. He said, that's what I thought you said. He said, listen, you knocked me out, you killed me. And he put on tefillin. So from that, I saw that, every Jew has a little Jewish soul inside of him. It's lonely, and it's sad, and it's scared, and it's just waiting somewhere down deep there to somebody, down this manhole, someone to call down, hey, Jew, hey, oi, somebody cares about me. Somebody remind me, pulled me out. That's the Jewish soul in the marketplace. 3 o'clock today.